Okay everyone, so back with another video. It's been like 8 months since I last posted, but just ignore that. So anyways, I got this little cool Lego project I've been working on for like the last 4 hours maybe. And basically it's pretty simple. All it is just a thing that I made for like just a hardware clicker for clicking your mouse, and it works pretty good, and I'll get into that next. Okay guys, here's the actual build itself. As you can see, it's got some pretty interesting gearing going on. It's got a little remote control tower. It's got the battery pack in the back. And for the outsides, like supports, I just randomly put stuff together so it could stand up without itself falling apart. Anyways, onto the actual design and what we actually have for clicking. It's pretty simple mechanism. So if you've ever seen a train, you know when it rotates like this, how a little piston will just go back and forth, creating a linear motion from a rotational motion, which is always really cool. And this is different from the first design I made, which only had one motor, and instead of having a piston that moves up and down linearly, I had a little thing going like this, spinning in a circle to click the mouse, which I found didn't always yield an actual click, and wasn't quite forceful at all. So then I decided to create something with a little more punch to it. So I'm like, hey, why not simulate like what a finger does? Because, you know, when you click a mouse, you kind of go like that. You don't like rotate your finger around like in circles. So I came up with this idea when I was talking to my dad. We were just talking about cool stuff, and I'm like, hey, you know how trains do this thing? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, that's pretty cool, isn't it? And I'm like, wait, what if I take the clicker design I had before and make it like a linear motion? So I started finagling things together, like I tend to do when building stuff. And at first I had one motor with like a pretty decent gear ratio, and it was spinning pretty fast. But the only problem is I added like another gear to try and make it go slightly faster, and because the engine didn't have torque, it literally didn't move at all. So I'm like, hey, why not redesign the entire thing, which I was able to do by putting a second motor in there, which gives it twice as much torque. Like you can see right there, you got two little gears going into a bigger gear, which has higher torque. And then after that, you just have big gear, smaller gear, leading to a bigger gear, going back into a smaller gear. Because if you didn't know, that's how you make things go faster. And the end product was remote controlled, which is pretty cool. I made this remote, and well, I didn't make the remote, I made the sticks for the remote. And the end product is something that clicks pretty dang fast. And the results are 16 clicks per second. I just went to like a Kohi click test site and tested it out. Not bad. Though it's not as good as an actual software auto clicker, because those can go up to like thousands of clicks per second. This one can't. But in the future, I plan to reiterate it. So instead of going for super speed, I'm gonna go for super high torque, like so it can lift really big heavy things. And anyways, to click a mouse, which I have a special mouse for this. Not special mouse, it's just a nice mouse. I made it exactly for this height, but it's kind of modular, because what you do is you put it on top of a book, and you have like the mouse set down here. Just for reference, this isn't the mouse I use, but you basically put the mouse down there, as you can see, and if it's the right height, you just go like that and it clicks really fast. So actually, I'll be back with that real soon. Okay guys, I came back with the mouse. So this is the mouse. It's a Logitech G903, you can see right there. Very nice mouse. And this is the one, like the setup I've used for it. Like I said, it's kind of modular. You can just change the book height. But so you'll do is, you want to line it up so that it won't click on the first one. For example, like, kind of want it to like not click at all. You see how it's really close? And what you want to do is just slowly just move the mouse, and you heard there we got pretty high CPS, and that's just what I was doing before, except I had something behind the mouse so it wouldn't be pushed backwards, because this thing really likes moving. Like, once again, I'll show you, it's gonna drift sideways. So yeah, for the actual test where I was trying to get high CPS, I put something on the side of it to stop it from moving. And that's basically the entire mechanism. And I know I haven't posted in a while, but I'll try to be doing better, more consistent uploads, even though school's starting up again. And that's it for this video. See you next time.